guys, welcome back. This is going to be my new series. I'm calling it Leaning Out with Liz because I am leaning out for my first bikini show. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I just started bikini prep like a month ago and I just chose my show and all of that. So I just did a series about the Return to Olympia challenge and Slap 45 days too, so that ended, so I decided I'd start a new series just about my bikini prep and letting you guys follow along with my journey of my first show prep. So I started a new Instagram for my prep, and that is Liz McElhaney. So my other one is Core by Liz. If you were following me on there and are more interested in seeing my bikini journey, then make sure you follow the Liz McElhaney one. I decided to keep those separate because Core by Liz is my personal training Instagram. I've always kind of kept it like a mix of personal and professional workout videos, but also some personal posts as well. But bikini prep is not your usual like fitness journey. I didn't want my followers or my clients thinking that because I was starting to prep myself for a bikini show that that's how I expect other people to train or other people to eat. It's very different. The goals are a lot more extreme. You have to be a lot more strict with food and your workout schedule and all of that. So I just wanted to keep it separate because my clients are not competitors. They're just women living their life and wanting to be fit, and they are two very different things. I'm personally doing this for a challenge for myself. I've been on my own fitness journey for 5 or 6 years now, and I've always wanted to compete, and I always had school. I finished grad school last year, so I'm finally done with that. And I don't know, there's just like always something that I would be like, oh, I'll wait till X or Y, and I just finally decided it's time to do it while I can. So I'm doing the Felicia Romero show in Mesa, Arizona on November 10th. That is 11 weeks away as of today, 76 days. But I actually wanted to make this first video a kind of FAQ video, just some questions that I'm getting pretty frequently in my messages and comments on Instagram and in person and everything, and I figured I would just start this off by answering those. So you guys have been following my journey on Instagram. I've, lost now 6% body fat in the past 7 or 8 weeks. So that is pretty good considering I was like very steady for a long time, around 22%, and this morning I was at 16.9% when I weighed myself, which I did a little clip of for you guys, and I'm at 128 pounds. So my weight has stayed between like 128 and 130 like the whole year, and I'm not really worried about that. The body fat's going down. My progress pictures that you've seen, I'm leaning out, so as long as that stuff is happening, I don't really care what the scale says. So everyone's been asking me what I measure body fat on, so I have this scale right here. I got it on Amazon. I can put the link below if you guys are interested. So it does like body fat, bone mass, all that stuff. And then I have a handheld bioelectrical impedance. Since I'm a personal trainer, I use this with my clients and everything. And this is a handheld one, so you hold it out like this. And so basically the scale runs a current up and down your legs. This does it up and down your arms, and it's supposed to tell you your body fat percentage based off of like the current. It is not the most accurate way of measuring your body fat, but it is consistent. So I always use those to measure my body fat. So as long as I'm consistently seeing it going down, then it doesn't matter if it's completely accurate. There's no competition based on what your actual measurement is, so that is fine. You can go get your body fat measured somewhere that has a bod pod or a DEXA or a hydrostatic weighing if you feel like going underwater, or I think in body. My friend was just talking to me about that one. You can go to like NutriShop and get that measured, and you stand on it and do your arms, so it does like both. So there are more reliable ways of doing it, but the thing is consistency. So if you have something that you can measure yourself on consistently using the same machine all the time, then just stick with that. So if it's a scale at home, that's totally fine, as long as you're using the same one, not switching between scales all the time. Also, you want to weigh yourself at the same time of day. So I do it in the morning, right when I wake up. Like once a week I do the body fat when I do my check-ins with my coach. Other than that, I have a different scale. I have the Polar Balance scale. I spilled something on it, so there's like a splash mark, but I have that and it syncs with my watch. I'll put the link for the Polar stuff also below, but I do that more frequently throughout the week just to like see my fluctuations, and I almost like don't even look at the scale because it syncs to my watch. I can just step on it, hit the button, and it syncs, so sometimes I don't even look at it just so I don't like mentally deal with the fluctuations of the scale. Even though they're not a big deal, it can be like a mental thing, you know. So that is how I measure my body fat. Another frequently asked question or topic is just about what changes I've made in my food and workout schedule. Not just like for prep, but when I was doing the Slap 45 Days 2 and the Return to Olympia Challenge. I had a lot of progress during that. The first 3 weeks I was not with my coach yet, so I was following the Steve Cook's Modern Physique program on bodybuilding.com. It's a free program, so you know, if you're looking for a new lifting program, you should try that. I really liked it, just to change things up. And I was just tracking macros. If you've been following me for a while, you most likely know that I don't eat corn products or wheat products because I have an intolerance to it and I get really sick if I eat either of those things. So I don't eat a lot of processed foods anyways. I make most of my recipes myself, make everything from scratch, and then there's like a few restaurants that I know I don't get sick from eating at. So I really wasn't eating unhealthy before, but I think just the macros and cleaning it up a bit made a huge difference. So I was a lot more strict with them during the whole 6 weeks of that challenge. And then the last 3 weeks of that, I had hired Ty as my coach for prep, and he has me on a higher protein diet. So I was actually at 1,700 calories when I started training with him, and he moved me up to 1,800, bumped my protein way up. So probably all of the extra calories were in protein. I was at 130 before because I was doing like a gram per pound of body weight. So I'm around 130, so I was doing 130 grams of protein, and I'm up by like 180 right now. And then I'm still at like moderate carbs and fat, so it's really not that bad. It's just extra protein, and I've been seeing pretty good results from that. I think that is a huge part of my results, is switching that up. Training wise, he has me on like a 6-day split now, and I train with him once a week. And then there's like group training that I can go to as part of my program with him. So that sounds like a lot. So basically what I do is I train with him on Wednesdays, and then the rest of the week I follow the 6-day split, but then I just take a rest day whenever I need one, which is usually on Fridays. It tends to be the day that I do that. And then the group training on the weekends I usually go, so Saturday's upper body, Sunday's leg day. So I'll just like move my workouts to the Monday or whatever. So I just keep following along with it that way. It's kind of a mishmash, but you know, I get every body part in, and it's a good little split, and I like the team aspect of doing the group training too. So the workouts themselves, like, definitely push myself harder with having a trainer myself and having the group sessions too. I usually work out by myself, so I think it is nice to have that extra motivation and everything. But like the workouts themselves, I have been lifting heavier. I think it's giving me that extra push as well. But I was lifting before and everything, so like the exercises and stuff aren't new to me. Definitely pushing myself a little bit harder in the weight section and trying some new exercises too has made a big difference. I started out with him doing 3 days of cardio a week, just 20 minutes. Now I'm at 5 days a week and still 20 minutes. So that's just on the stair climber. Nothing too crazy, just after my workout I hop on there for 20 minutes and that's my cardio. So for my meal plan, since I started with Thai, it is, like I said, higher protein. So I'll probably do a full day of eating with you guys in one of these videos coming up soon. But breakfast, you guys probably see this all the time if you follow me on Instagram. It's zoats, so zucchini, oats, and then I add egg whites and protein powder. The protein is more for flavor. So I switched out half of the egg whites and for a half a scoop of protein powder. So I usually do cinnamon or birthday cake and it tastes really good. And then before my workouts, I do either a banana or another type of fruit that's around the same calories / carbs and a protein shake. And then I do another shake after my workout with some honey in it, just to get those quick carbs, quick digesting into my system. And then my other meals are, I don't eat meat, so it's all fish. So tuna and avocado and sweet potato, and then white fish and whatever green vegetable. And then dinner is salmon, avocado, sweet potato, and then like wherever I want I can add extra green veggies whenever I want, because those are just kind of like almost free calories. They're not that many calories, so it's not going to really throw things off if you add more of those in. So that's what my days look like. And then I've been doing a cheat meal on Saturdays, so that's what me and Peter use as our like date night. So that's working out pretty good, and those will hopefully keep going probably until like 4 weeks out or something. Who knows? This is my first prep, so I'm just going along for the ride. I'm just listening to what he's telling me to do. Luckily, Ty knows that I have my nutrition degree and I know all about macros and all that stuff, so he's been pretty good about letting me switch things out that I'm like, ugh, I can't eat this anymore. Can I switch this out? Or just like switching little things. I don't go crazy like switching whole meals. I'll just like switch like one little thing out here or there just to make it so it's something that I am okay with eating it all the time. So I'm really okay with the meal plan. It's not like super boring to me. The white fish kind of gets sometimes, but I bought the Flavor God lemon garlic seasoning, and that has like made for really good white fish. And then on the salmon, I've been using the everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's, and that is awesome. So yeah, it's really not that bad. Like I said, I wasn't eating like anything crazy before. I'd say like the biggest difference is just like cutting out like Halo Tops that I was fitting into my macros all the time, and he has me on no dairy, so I think that makes a big difference as well. He lets me have my slapjacks on leg day, which is usually twice a week. So I told him, I was like, as long as you fit my slapjacks somewhere in there, then I'm happy. So yeah, I'm like fine with the meal plan so far. Obviously it's going to get more strict as the weeks go by, but I am doing good so far. What other questions have I been asked? I guess like what made me decide to finally do a show. I've been a trainer for 4 years. I've been on my fitness journey for like 6 years, and it was always something kind of in the back of my mind that I wanted to do, but I was in grad school, and then I, you know, just have all sorts of things I'm paying for, like student loans and car payments and just normal bills. But you know, when it came down to it, I was like, there's always going to be bills. Like I can always use that as an excuse forever. Like if I keep saying that, then I'm just never going to commit to doing this show, which is the goal of mine. So I was just like, let's do this. So I got, I saved up money in the Slap 45 Days 1 challenge. I said I was saving up money to possibly get a new car, but I decided that I don't really need a new car. I just kind of wanted one. So I decided to put that towards training and all that stuff instead. So yeah, competing is kind of expensive. Maybe if you guys have questions about that, I can do a video answering any of those questions. But you know, just doing one thing at a time. So I haven't bought my suit yet. I'll probably do that within the next week or two. Same posing coach, I need to start doing that. But so far so good. So that is that. I am, like I said, 11 weeks out, and yesterday I tried on my heels for the first time. I had them sitting in my closet for like a month and I was just like, I think a little intimidated about posing, but I finally got them in. And then so I just watched some videos and posted on my own. And then after that, last night I did a group training session, so I stayed after and worked with Ty and Monique for a couple minutes, just going over some poses. They want me to see the posing coach, but they at least gave me some pointers so I can work on that until I see the posing coach. So when I do that, I will let you guys know. Hopefully I can record some of that. So I am gonna go do cardio and I will see you in my next video. Bye.